How does energy depletion relate to pain? In this video, I'm going to explore this topic, which is a question asked by someone in my Facebook group. If you'd like to join my Facebook group, link below this video. So if you don't know me, my name's Simon Pimenta. I had ME, CFS, fibromyalgia for 8-9 years, and I went from not being able to walk for 1 minute at times to being able to work full-time, play sport again, live an active life. I did get an injury, which has slowed me down a bit, but life is still great. And if you're wondering what helped me, what really helped me was mind, body, and practical approaches. So I create a lot of free content, videos, resources to help you move forward towards your goals. So if you like this video, do leave a comment, subscribe, hit the notification button to be notified of more content. And if you leave a comment, then other people will find this video. So if you do that, thanks very much. So before we start, I invite you to just close your eyes for a moment. Obviously, only close your eyes if it's safe to do so. I invite you to take a breath in. Breathe in through your nose, into your belly. Breathe out of your nose. As you breathe out, allow your out-breath to be longer than your in-breath. When you do this, this activates your parasympathetic healing response. I invite you to consider that any time you need to just rebalance yourself, you could just close your eyes, as long as it's safe to do so, and take a few relaxing breaths. So when you're ready, you can bring yourself back. And let's dive into this topic. How does energy depletion relate to pain? I am away at the moment, so as you can see, I'm doing this video in a hotel bedroom. Haven't got all my normal videos, lights and microphones, so I hope the sound quality is okay. So I have made another video on the topic of pain, and I'll link the video below, and this will give you big insights into the relationship between what's going on in our head and pain. Energy depletion can significantly relate to pain in several ways, influencing our perception of pain and the management of pain. So here are some key points relating to this relationship. First of all, our central nervous system requires a substantial amount of energy to function properly. So when energy levels are depleted, the central nervous system may be less efficient at processing pain signals, potentially amplifying the sensation of pain. This can result in heightened sensitivity to pain and a lower threshold for pain tolerance. The way this was explained to me is, imagine you've got nerves and there's a gap between the nerve, and when things are working properly, some pain signals travel along the nerve, but they don't jump that gap because they're not important. But when this gets messed up because we've got low energy, now signals jump that gap and go to the brain, signaling pain when they shouldn't. And so the brain is getting more pain signals than it should. So the second thing is relating to muscle fatigue and pain. Muscles require energy in the form of ATP to contract and relax. Now, I did talk about ATP in this video, Unleash Your Energy, so do check it out. When energy stores are depleted, muscles become fatigued more easily, which leads to pain and soreness. So this is very common in conditions like chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia, where muscle pain is a very common symptom. The third thing is inflammation. Energy depletion can lead to oxidative stress and the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines. So inflammation is a common source of pain, and the inflammation response is part of the healing response, but that increased inflammation can exacerbate existing pain conditions and contribute to the development of new pain symptoms. The fourth point is mitochondrial dysfunction. When our mitochondria, which are our energy powerhouses of the cells, when that function is impaired, the cells don't produce sufficient energy, and this can contribute to chronic pain conditions. Mitochondrial dysfunction is implicated in various chronic pain syndromes, including neuropathic pain and fibromyalgia. You may have heard of Dr. Robert Navio's danger response theory, known as the cell danger response, which posits that chronic diseases like chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, are fundamentally driven by a persistent, unregulated cellular response to perceived danger. In a nutshell, if our cells perceive that there is danger, then they alter function to prioritize survival. So energy is directed towards survival activities, for instance, running away from a threat, rather than using our energy to help us thrive and function normally. Okay, so that is put on hold because the energy is being diverted towards that perceived threat. Consider now if we're constantly perceiving our situation, for instance, having not much energy, being in pain, as a threat, that's going to drive that response. Okay, so in a sense, the energy isn't being used to help the body heal. Fifth point relates to neurotransmitter imbalance. The production and regulation of transmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and noradrenaline require energy. These neurotransmitters play crucial roles in modulating pain perception, and energy depletion can disrupt their balance. And this leads to an altered pain perception and increased pain sensitivity, as we've explored already. Sixth point is psychological factors. Fatigue and low energy levels are often associated with psychological conditions such as depression and anxiety. These conditions can heighten the perception of pain and make pain management more challenging. The relationship between energy, mood, and pain is complex and it is bi-directional, which means pain can drive our energy levels and our mood. Energy levels and our mood can drive our pain. The seventh point is sleep disturbances. Chronic pain interferes with sleep, leading to a cycle of poor sleep, energy depletion, so that cycle is perpetuating itself. Okay. Lack of restorative sleep can exacerbate pain by decreasing pain thresholds and increasing inflammation. So we have less tolerance to lower levels of pain and can perceive pain as being worse than it is. So understanding this relationship between energy depletion and pain can help in developing more effective pain strategies, including addressing the underlying causes of energy depletion, improving sleep quality, managing stress, and ensuring adequate nutrition to support energy production. So let's dive into that a little. So first of all, it's really important to do what we can to reduce the stress we're experiencing and activate the parasympathetic nervous system healing response. I've created a few resources to help you do that. One is the timeout relaxation technique. If you'd like that, then comment time below. I've also created some guided relaxations. There's no charge for those. If you like those, comment the word relax. I've created playlists for dealing with dips and setbacks. So do check out those playlists. It's really important that we do cultivate safety, reminding ourselves that this will pass, reminding ourselves that it has passed before. It's also useful to do some visualization. Use your mind creatively rather than focusing on the symptoms. Maybe taking yourself to your ideal retreat. One of the guided relaxations is about taking yourself to your ideal retreat. So do have a listen to that one. Second thing to consider is diet. There are foods that drive inflammation. There are foods that don't drive inflammation. So focus on eating as much unprocessed food as you can. Obviously, if you're feeling poorly and you have to resort to a ready meal, that's understandable. But, try and improve your diet. Try and avoid sugar, which drives inflammation. Third point is around physical activity and movement. Now, we know that physical activity is essential for maintaining energy levels and reducing pain. But of course, if you've got a condition like chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, long COVID, then physical activity can be challenging. So, of course, this leads to further energy depletion and can worsen our symptoms and create a vicious cycle where pain limits activity. However, there are things we can do. First of all, as I've already mentioned, we can use visualization. Visualizing yourself doing physical activity can help strengthen your muscles. You can do some really gentle exercises, somatic practices, which are just a way of connecting to your body. I've made a video where I talk about the butterfly hug. Again, I'll link that video below this one. So practice simple strategies. You might just focus on tensing the muscle in your foot, releasing it, tensing the muscle in your calf, releasing it, tensing the muscle in your upper leg, releasing it, doing the same with your other leg, working your way through your body. This is just a way of just giving your body a little bit of physical activity. When appropriate, small amounts of stretching, small amounts of movement. For example, when I was poorly, I would do some Qigong for just 1 minute. Again, I've made a video sharing the kind of practices I would do. I'll link the video below this video, so do check that video out. So there's a few thoughts for you about the relationship between energy depletion and pain, and a few suggestions about things we can do. All right, I'd love to know what your key takeaway is, so do leave a comment. As I say, if you'd like more content, do subscribe, hit the notification button. I am currently looking for 2 people to act as guinea pigs for this course I'm doing called Mind Body Reconnect. If you'd like to know more about that, comment the word mind below and I will send you a link where you can message me and find out more. If you've got any questions, comment below. Hope that's given you food for thought. Keep going, you've got this. Wishing you great health. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.